Welcome back to Chefing with Shane. Today, we're making the world famous Big Mac. No doubt, world famous. They've been making them for so long. You know them, you love them. 2 patties, 3 buns, that delicious mac sauce. And honestly, guys, no problem getting them, no problem. Love having a good Big Mac. But guys, they've become so expensive. A Big Mac meal is now like $10. And honestly, I think I can make it here at home cheaper and better. Let's get into it. All right, no Big Mac would be complete without fries, and we're gonna make them fresh today. I got this nice fry press, and you just take the potato and you push it through and it comes out beautifully perfect cut fries. And my rule of thumb generally is 1 good sized potato per person eating. I have about 2 like small to medium sized potatoes. But that's it. That's as easy as it gets right there making fries. Those are nice and cut up. All right, next step, you're gonna take a mixing bowl, throw them up in the mixing bowl, and then I'm using vegetable oil. I'm just gonna put some vegetable oil on there and then toss them, get them nice and coated. Not too much vegetable oil, maybe tablespoon and a half, just to prevent them from sticking. But that looks good, and now we're gonna throw them in the air fryer. All right, guys, now we're just gonna put those fries in the air fryer. It's gonna kind of flatten them out. You don't want them to be all over each other. And now we're gonna put that in there, and I'm just gonna use the fry setting, 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. And then we're gonna check on them about every 5 minutes. We'll take them out. We'll take them out with 5 minutes left, salt them up, give them a toss, throw them back in. So you're not gonna just set it. You gotta make sure you toss it around and stuff. But for now, 400 degrees, 15 minutes, and then we'll keep taking a look at these. No good Big Mac would be complete without mac sauce. So we're gonna start off with half a cup of mayonnaise. And then we're gonna go in with 1 tablespoon of grated onion. You could use white or yellow. Next, we're gonna go in there with 2 tablespoons of sweet pickle relish. Then we're gonna add in 2 teaspoons of yellow mustard. All right, and lastly, we're gonna go in there with our seasoning mixture, which is 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. We're just gonna put that in there, and we're gonna mix it up. And you'll start to see pretty quickly, it gets that patent kind of orangey mac sauce color to it. I've made it a couple times. This is the best version of the homemade mac sauce that I've had up to this date. Replicates it well. Take a look at that. Looks spot on. Let's make the burgers. Okay, now we're gonna start off on these burger patties. Gonna get the griddle up to medium. You guys can use the grill. You guys can make homemade patties. Today, I'm just doing frozen patties because I have some left over from a party. Because you guys know how it is. You guys throw a party, you're not gonna sit here and make 30, 40, 50 burgers from scratch. So there will be a video in the future with my burger recipe, but today we're just gonna use frozen. And you guys can use your own burger recipe, whatever. It's not gonna change the recipe that much. So we're gonna put these on here and we're gonna season them here. We're gonna cook them up. All right, when they get cooked up a little bit on one side, flip them over. And we're gonna season those up with just some garlic powder, onion powder, and salt. Throw a little pepper on there if you want to as well, or you could use your own seasoning. A lot of people have their own preferred mixtures. It says not gonna matter much in the end. A lot of the flavor comes from the sauce. Everyone knows Big Mac sauce just, it has a lot of flavor to it. It's not a dull sauce. So do whatever you prefer with these burgers. I'm just doing simple garlic, onion powder, and salt. And then we'll flip them over, season the other side, let them cook up, and start building this sandwich. All right, at this point, our fries, I've taken them out, shook them up once, and just gonna, some of them might slightly stick, but overall, they'll be in a good spot. I'm gonna take these, put them in the bowl that we had them in originally. And we're just gonna begin to salt them. Just throw some salt on there, toss them up. A little more. All right, and I'm just gonna throw them back in the air fryer. Start it back up. Let it cook for the rest of the time. We got about 6 minutes left. They'll be done, and after they're done, you can salt them immediately after. The salt sticks way better when it's nice and warm, rather than, you know, salting them when you're eating them and then they're getting cold. And so, but these fries are pretty much done, guys. All right, flipping these over. I would definitely be doing these on the grill, but it's like 30 degrees out, so, you know, it just doesn't make sense. But if it's nice and warm where you're at, or if you're more able to feel more up to it in the 30-degree weather, you can do it on the grill. But I seasoned both sides, just gonna let them cook through. All right, guys, these burgers are done. We're just waiting on the fries. I got a couple minutes left. Then we'll assemble this and eat it. All right, at this point, 0 minutes left on the clock. Take a look at those fries. Absolutely delicious, golden brown. And we're gonna throw them in this same bowl. And they're done. And you can taste one after they cool down a little bit. Well, taste it, and you don't want to let it cool down too much, otherwise the salt won't stick. And then add more salt if needed, and then just, they're ready to go. Nice, easy, really simple fries. And then we're gonna assemble this Big Mac and eat up. All right, guys, that is the finished product. Look at how beautiful that came out. And honestly, it doesn't look as good as the probably $1 million photographers they pay for McDonald's, but they're also using like glue and raw meat. So this is the real thing. And let's dig in. All right, it's done. Take a look. Absolute monster. And hopefully I can get it in one bite. And honestly, if I was just making it for myself, not for the video, I would just do one patty. But let's try a bite here, 1 second. Take a look at that. Wow. Absolutely perfect. The Big Mac sauce is made amazingly. And that's a lot of the flavor in this burger. Everybody knows that. A Big Mac would not be the Big Mac without the mac sauce. And I only used half a piece of cheese on both patties. I'm sure you guys are like, why did you only use one half? Well, I had all the cheese to make it, and then it got eaten. And it wasn't me that ate it, but that's okay. So for the thumbnail, I just needed to use the half piece of cheese. Obviously, use 2 pieces of cheese. Let's try out these fries. Perfect. Reminds me of like Penn Station fries. I don't know if you guys, I think Penn Station's an East Coast thing, but we got those here in Ohio. Delicious. They make them fresh. They got the potatoes in the, you see them and everything. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget, like, subscribe, check out some of my other videos, and don't forget, a messy apron is a healthy household. See you in the next one.